Alito, my peoples, another day in LA. Today's topic is going to be about how we date as a people and, how we treat each other. Now, I remember in high school, I was right before high school, 8th grade and below, it was all about basketball. Basketball was my life. I thought I was going to make the pros, like a lot of us, you know. And girls came second. But when I hit high school, that all changed. In hindsight, I'm looking at it like this. I never thought I was, and I'm not going to be vain. Let's say a lot of us brothers, I don't think we ever thought that we was hurting sisters' fault. You know what I'm saying? We was dating everything else but sisters. And, I wasn't doing it, because I liked others more than sisters. I did it, and a lot of other brothers did it because it was easier. It had nothing to do with the beauty and like if our sisters had shortcomings, because they didn't. It was just the fact that now that I look back at it, sisters just had class. They had more class than the others. A lot of the other type of females, other ethnicities. I mean, you know which one I'm talking about. They were experimenting just like we brothers was experimenting. Some brothers, I noticed though, they're wrapped up in their feelings a little too much, and they probably was just like me. I was hitting on the sisters, but they wasn't giving it up, so I moved on. Because when you're younger, them hormones, if we inject some of these hormones and feelings we have into women, they'll understand why we act the way we act. And it sounds like an excuse, but when you're not educated on it, like our parents should really educate us on it, it's misused and is actually misunderstood by our sisters. And we should, especially in high school, and college, we need to let them know, hey, we sorry. It's hormones. We was that elephant, how them elephants, man, when they, it's that mating season, they trunks is all wet and their ears is wet and shit, and they fighting each other. That's us. We're males. So, I notice when sisters get out of high school and get into college and all that, I used to wonder why they were so, as in what people say, combative and upset. And, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't trip because I talk them down. I'd be like, hey, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't want any drama with you because you look like my mom and I got love for you. It's all good. If you ain't with it, I'm cool with you. We'll be friends still. It's all good. Friend zone. Bing, all the way. It's all good. Julian, cool. You know what I'm saying? Jay Hadwin is cool. So, down the line, I think a lot of the brothers, especially the ones who got all these who's under their arms, they're a little too sensitive. Brothers, you sensitive, and you get with them and you grinning. I'm seeing it all on TV. Why can't we grin when we holding a sister's hand? You know what I'm saying? But I'm seeing this constantly. It's not like I see it every once in a while. Maybe that had a role to play in it because they weren't educated, and a lot of sisters like, get your little butt out of here. I'm not giving you none. And then they took it to heart, and then I'm just gonna give me a you know who. And I'm only dating them because they let you. They're just experimenting, man. You know, and they're nicer, but what are their real intentions? You know what I'm saying? Why aren't you dating someone that look like your mom's? That's crazy to me. And vice versa. But I feel we do it a lot more. You know, and if you guys don't think brothers are, going to that type of ethnicity more, then why do we have so many sisters that are single? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? We got to be uncomfortable and talk about these things. It's uncomfortable for me to talk about it because someone could just come and slice me up that's more educated in dating than me and just slice me up. I'm willing to be that sacrificial lamb. So what? I got confidence. You know what I'm saying? I learn from it. It's all good. That's what I'm all about. I want to have a lot of wisdom. So, and the reason why I want wisdom is so I won't hurt people that look like me. I don't want to hurt anyone. All I want to do is know how we could get out of this situation. Because like one of my brothers I was talking to today, he was right. Life is a maze. Michael, thank you. Life is a maze. And dating is like a maze also. Let me tell you what a sister that was my my therapist was telling me about probably I think a year before I got married, 6 months before I got married. And I went to a relationship therapist to figure out what I was doing wrong. Why I kept getting sick of the females or they getting sick of me. You know what I'm saying? It was like crazy mutual. We'd get sick of each other, you know. She was asked me like a whole bunch of questions. And then after that, it took like 3 sessions until she got to where she got. And it kind of pissed me off, but it was true. She was like, Jay, you picking women as objects. You're just picking women just to get off. You are not picking a friend. That's why when the sex gets old, y'all both get sick of each other. She said the women are doing it too, but kind of different reasons. You know what I'm saying? You don't have any kids. You're 6'2". You have a job. They're looking at it like that, and they're looking at it as in what their friends think about you instead of what the female thinks about you. And then you're looking at how big her butt is and how nice her breasts look and how she look. And that has nothing to do with having a family and going to that next level. Okay. She said, do you know in America, marriage is really looked at like a small business. So when you have a small business, do you hire an employee just because they look good? Or do you hire an employee do you hire an employee for basically, how their work ethic is and what they could do for the company? So I kind of understood then and there in so many ways that I was looking at it differently. And she made me understand I was highly insecure. I'm not going to get into the stuff she dug out and exfoliated, but it made me a better person. But at that time, boy, that shit hurt. Whew. Boy, I was messed up. But now it has helped me so much. Do you know after I got finished with this sister that I can't find her number? I can't find it. I can't get in touch with her. I don't know. Maybe it was an angel. But, She helped me. Thank you, Darnika. She helped me so much. So much. And 6 months later, after going through all of those sessions, I had 7 sessions. It cost like a little under a G, but 6 months later, I found my wife. Because she showed me what I was doing wrong and how I was picking. And she made me understand that it wasn't the women's fault. It was me because I picked them, and vice versa with the females. It's not brothers' fault. It's who you're picking. Brothers out there, it's not females' fault. Not picking the right one for you. You got to pick your friend. You can't be insecure. You have to pick who's your friend, because the sex is going to get old. And after sex, what do we do as human beings? We communicate. We communicate. I think that's why so many divorces, even with white people in America, sex, 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 sex. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have nothing to talk about, aren't you going to have some problems? So we got to give our babies out there longevity in family life. And we have to start getting with our best friends. So those kids will have both parents in the house. Maybe that'll work. We need to stop being so insecure as a people. And it's not always our fault, because that television makes you insecure. And like I always say, insecurity is expensive, because when you're insecure, you spend a lot of money on things you don't really need. Women spend them on purses always. Do they need that purse? Will it help them survive a big ass flood? No. Does men need these high profile cars? You know what I'm saying? Would save their life as a big ass flood? No. A lot of men get rides because females, it's in our mating ritual. You know what I'm saying? If you the shit, you're going to get fly girls. Get it? You're going to get fly girls, because flies like shit. Now, are those women nutritious? Are flies nutritious? So why are you trying to be the shit? Insecurity. We need to build, my people. We need to recycle our dollars, and we need to figure out what the truth is. Because yes, we're entertaining, but we're not getting anywhere. It's a lot of people playing us. It's a lot of people playing us. A lot of people in other ethnicities playing us, and our people also in our ethnicity is playing us. We as a people need to figure this out together and get out of it, so our future youth won't have these issues. That's why we live. We live to improve the situation of our youth. That's our jobs. All right, my peoples. Peace out. I hope I shed light on some things. I'm just an everyday brother who admits I have a lot of ignorance to me and a lot of good things to me. I'm not perfect, but I'm just putting it out there. And yes, I'm going to say it again. This channel, I'm going to be pumping a lot of our so-called black businesses. Our so-called African-American businesses. It should be our Aboriginal American Indian businesses. But there's other people that of our ethnicity that will, beg to differ. But it's okay. Let's just spend our money together. Like I say time and time again, we don't have to like each other. You think the Germans like the British people? But they all had, they worked together and traded and bartered. There's certain groups of Asians that don't like each other. Some are Muslims, some are Christians, but they spend that same dollar and it helps their economy. Yes, all this is happening. So again, peace out, my peoples. Have a nice day. Thank you for respecting my randomness. But these are things on my mind, and eventually this channel is going to improve. It just takes time, and I'm willing to work at it. And this channel is going to be a servant of the people. And I hope it helps a lot of people with their businesses down the line. I really do. I want us to win. Peace.